We got the nice red on the 2.0. That's a cool looking fish there. Dodging rocks, trying to dodge a big storm. Not good. All right, Luke with Salt Strong here. We are out doing some fishing, exploring Aripeka. The rain finally settled down. It's just a nice little sprinkle, and we were targeting some redfish up in super shallow water. We've got multiple lures, trying to figure out where the fish are, number one, and then what they're feeding on, number two, and seeing some nice little wakes over this area. So we're gonna head down the shoreline and let's see what we can catch. So here's a look at the area where we had our first success, and this is in Aripeka, Florida. We'd never fished here before. We had a work event, and this area is unique in the fact that it has just a ton of shallow water with a lot of rocks. It's very hazardous, as you'll see later in the video. We got a hold of one pretty bad when we were trying to get away from a storm. But what was happening is we had a high tide. The fish really pushed further up into the sawgrass. At high tide, it's very tough to reach them here. And at this point, we timed it just right so that the redfish were just starting to come out of the little feeder creeks to come out into this bay where we could intercept them. Here's the first one. Oh man, I just had one. Hit it again.
You're just bumping on the bottom?
Yep, got him. Nice.
There we go. Let's go on the road.
Nice. Oh, just got off. It was a little red. That redfish hit the Alabama leprechaun rigged on the Hoss Helix Hook. I was using that in case the fish were feeding on shrimp. Richard was next to me using the Slam Shady 2.0 on the same weighted hook, and here's where he hooked up.
Oh, got him.
Nice.
There we go. Man, nice, what a soft eat.
On the 2.0. So here's the first look at some rocks. You can see this is just normal grass flat, and then all of a sudden there'll be some rocks that just come out of nowhere. So after spooking a good amount of fish, I switched over to the Slam Shady 2.0. Even the small twitches working the jerk shad were spooking the fish off, so I switched over to the 2.0 on the same hook, the Hoss Helix hook, so I can do a straight retrieve. And here's an area that had a good amount of fish. You can see them waking off. They're very spooky. I finally had one follow. It showed some interest, but it wouldn't commit, and so I just stopped it, and it hit on the fall. Here's when it happened. Oh.
Yeah, they're pulled out from the creek now.
That was my line. Oh, eat it, eat it, eat it.
All three lines are out. Yeah.
Oh, got him. Nice, nice. I paused it.
Cool.
So it was,
nice
yeah, it was following, and I just stopped it, and he slurped it down. They're not very aggressive. We got the nice red on the 2.0. He's grunting. All right, there we are. These are some cool looking redfish here. Yeah, I think we're gonna get real lucky. That one storm just kind of dissipated. That was the one that was most likely to hit us. I'm very thankful that one's going north. Yes, I should have kept that to myself. I totally jinxed us, and so we had a little bit more time to fish, but that storm that we thought was going north ended up coming right for us. So we kept fishing on that shoreline, and we were just using the Slam Shady 2.0, same thing, right? Nice slow retrieve to not spook the fish, and just casting at any sort of movement that we saw.
Nice.
They're hanging off the trees. Yeah, these things blend in so good with the bottom. Check that out. It's like perfect camo. There, little buddy. Double spotter on one side. That is a cool looking red. All right, so as we just watched the storm get closer and closer, we realized, okay, we better start getting off this flat. This was really shallow and we had a long ways to go, so we just started pushing out into deeper water so that we can get the bigger motor down. We thought we obviously might as well fish while we did it, and here's where we picked off a trout. Oop, there we are.
Dang, Luke.
Might be a trout.
Yeah.
There's the trout we've been looking for.
Oh,
that's a cool looking fish there. Let this guy go. Saw a little fish. All right, we're getting chased in by this big old storm. We got Matt and the yak out. Give him a tow. Let's do this. Yeah, we're now having to try to beat this storm up here. I'll try not to get you in the prop wash. It's close. All right, we're on rock duty up there, so let's make sure we don't hit anything. We pushed a little bit close today, but it was fun. We just got some fish in. Let's see if we can get in before we get wet.
If that's where they were, but that's not.
Oh,
Shallow.
oh. Felt that one. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right.
Motor real quick.
Ah, we hit a rock. Ooh. All right, that one's a getting out.
Yep.
Rock there. Let's see what we got. Yep, that'll do it. Man, look at that. That's not good. There's part of the Maverick right there. Let's see how much it got. Oh, actually, that's just the rock. The boat won, guys. The boat won. Yeah, there's a bunch of rocks out here.
Yeah, as far as I can see.
Could you hit the mark little thing on the GPS so we can mark this and not come over it again? Dodging rocks, trying to dodge a big storm. Not good. Oh, we're almost in the channel at least. All right, well, pleased to report we made it back before the storm. We got a little bit wet out there. We only hit one rock and it fortunately wasn't too bad, but this is a pretty gnarly area. There's a lot of shallow zones with rocks scattered around. So as far as what worked, it was just a 2.5 hour trip. We had to come back way earlier than planned based on the rain, but what worked was the Slam Shady 2.0. So here are all the setups from everybody. And so this Slam Shady 2.0 got the most action. And this is that 3.5 inch paddle tail on the Hoss Helix Hook. We were all using 10 to 15 pound braid and 20 pound mono leader. This is what I was using at least. So we tried top water for a bit. We tried some spoons. And definitely the Slam Shady 2.0 got the most action, which is why we pretty much all gravitated to it. And all of these lures are part of the Ultimate Tackle Bundle. So if you haven't yet tried that, it basically has all the tackle you need to succeed. And you also get lessons on exactly how to rig them and use them, and just make sure to select the right ones for the right conditions. So that's available at fishstrong.com. I'll put a link down below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. You Insider Club members, you'll see a post-trip analysis down below where you can see exactly where every fish was caught, and most importantly, why they were there. We'll talk about the tidal swings. There's very big tidal swings in this area, and it was all about matching the phase of the tidal period to the spot that we're fishing. It was a very big deal, and that's what helped us get some fish in a nice short trip like that. So thanks so much for watching. Questions down below. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon.